Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope y'all are doing good. If not, I hope you're doing something to make it better. I had a good friend of mine that suggested that I do this video, so here we are. Let's check it out. David Allen Stone, Bury These Burdens. Oof, pulled back on a dead beer. Ha! Always have one on the ready. Uh-oh, second thoughts. Looks like it was a staff sergeant. Maybe a sergeant first class. It's hard to tell with this hat. It looks like staff sergeant to me, though. But you never know. Those look like memories to me. Whether it be, it's hard to tell who, like, if that's him in the picture and then he's missing her, or if that's a friend and he's missing his friend. It's it's like so quiet. With the old capo in position.
You're a soldier, takes a stand, holding it only. It's just a plan, facing your demons, dragging you down, but I'm right here.
So there's something to be said about combat veterans that deal with demons, and it goes a long ways to say that those demons, there's so many different versions of those demons that I mean, I could literally sit here for probably an hour talking about it if I really wanted to. But some of the simple things are the missing fallen soldiers, friends that he lost in the war, guilt because they feel like he should have been taken instead of his friend or comrade. Uh, Guilt also because they were injured and they can no longer be in the fight. And I mean, there's so many different things that could play into those demons, and it's it can be hard to deal with at times.
Show you now that you're not alone. A survivor who thinks he's on his own. A different place than the one where you left your home.
If you're a veteran and you're watching this, especially if you're a combat veteran, you suffer from PTSD in whatever form it is that you're dealing with your demons. You have to know that you're not alone. There's always somebody there. I'm there. If you need anything, my DMs are always open. You can find me on here. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitch. All under the same name. So, by all means, I just want everybody to know that if you need anything, I'm always there to talk. So yeah.
And these people, well, they don't understand how you feel.
That's another good point. It's hard for a lot of civilians, people who have never served in military, more specifically that have never been to war. It's hard for them to understand the things that these veterans have gone through to where it has changed how they think, how they act. It's literally changed everything about them from before they left to the time they got back. They're literally different people. They're not the same. There's something about their character, their person, their being that was left on the battlefield. And no matter how hard we try to get that back, it's not going to happen.
But I do, and I'll bury these burdens with you. There's an empty spot inside your soul, holding you back to make it on your own.
A lot of veterans feel, which, and this is how I'm taking it. So I mean, if this isn't how the songwriter meant it, I'm sorry, but a lot of veterans, they feel like they're responsible for their own problems. So, and then on top of that, the stigma of, well, if you have to seek help, you're weak. I hate to say it, but that's just not true. And it's exactly like I said, it's a stigma. And I wish it was something that was never looked at like that, because a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to ask for help to begin with. But these veterans need to understand that it's okay not to be okay.
Saying you're no good with no backbone, but I'm here to stay and to say that you're not alone. A survivor who thinks he's on his own, a different place than the one where you left your home. And these people, well, they don't understand how you feel, but I do, and I'll bury these burdens with you. Man, you're not on your own.
That's so true. You're not on your own. You're never on your own. You just have to reach out for help. I challenge everybody that sees this video. If you see a veteran that's out there, go shake their hand and thank them for their service. But don't just do that. Take it a step further and ask them how they're doing mentally. Ask them if they're okay. Let them know that they're loved.
Man, just come back home and talk about what this is really all about. 'Cause you're not alone. A survivor who thinks he's on his own,
Definitely a good song. Um, I can't say it enough. These the VA typically just wants to throw pills and stuff, and that usually doesn't help. So it kind of at best is a band-aid on the problem, and then the problem's still there. You're just drugging it up, and then once the drugs wear off, the problem's still there. So one of one of the best ways for me is usually to talk about it, put it out there with somebody obviously that you trust, but talk about it. Uh, but at the same time, it goes without saying, if a veteran doesn't trust you, they're not going to talk to you about it. So don't push. Don't be pushy because that'll be the best way to never talk to them again. Now, for what it's worth, if you've made it this far, hit that sub button. Hit that bell. That way y'all know when I post again. And we'll see you in the next one. Y'all be good. Tell somebody you love them.